Hello, fellow Rosarians. Thank you for joining me today for another unboxing. Let's talk about David Austin and how much I love them. They always have such beautiful roses, and I don't even need to go into how amazing they are. If you look through their book, like me, you're drooling about all of these roses every year, and we can't wait until that new edition. So this year it was Gabrielle Oak, and I think it's called Estevia Vi, and I've been so tickled to get these roses. So when this order arrived, I'm expecting here today 54 roses. Some of them are standards behind me and some of them are bare root. Let's go ahead and get into the unboxing, but normally my videos, I unbox it in front of you and I talk about each rose and all of its attributes in case you're interested in ordering it. What I'm going to do differently with this one is I'll just go ahead and post down below. Well, this is interesting. I didn't realize this. It's got stakes in it also. Fascinating. And then also cords to tie it. Okay, these look great. The bags are all completely enclosed. Nothing is open. There's 3 standards in here, so I have 3 stakes, 3 ties. Okay, all of these, again, completely enclosed. So we look good here. Okay, so we're ready to look at some standards, which is awesome. It's my first year buying, and I don't know what I'm doing with these. So we're going to learn together this season. But it comes with a stake, and it comes with a strap to tie it and support it. So I'm hoping they have directions on how to deal with that. Look at this cutie patootie. So I wasn't sure the first time that I saw standards that I was into them, but I've seen so many gardens where they have a nice hedge of them on a path to walk by, and that's what I'm planning on doing with these. I'm going to put them in sets of 3. They had sold out of a few of the varieties that I wanted, but I'll be able to start that and show you how it looks this season, and we'll add to it next year. Looking at the roots on this one, I think it looks fine. I'm not seeing anything that concerns me. So do you see here, this is where it's been grafted up here to this standard, but do you see that? Everything that I'm looking at in the roots seems normal. So we'll go ahead and set this one aside. Okay, wow. Granted, they're going off to just to one side, but I think that once we get it into the ground, it'll be fine. There's a ton of roots here. I don't see anything that's a concern with nodes or growths. And then looking at the top here, it looks like it really wants to shoot out. It's very happy. And again, this is just my first time looking at them, but this is where they're grafted. When we think about a normal rose and where it's grafted at the crown, these are all grafted here. And that's why it looks more like that neck that we're used to seeing on our bare roots. So we're going to learn together on that. Let's look at these roots. I think everything here looks good. Again, it's kind of going off to one side, but I'm not too concerned about that. Let's get a look at this top. Fascinating. Yep, so again, this one looks exactly the same, the way that they're grafted here together. I think that this is just fun to learn something new. Okay, so let's look at the roots here. Everything looks great. This one has a nice open fan on it. Really awesome. The best yet out of all 3. Tape here. I was thinking I want to pull this off. I'm always worried about things getting constricted. It looks very happy. All right, next one. Okay, I think this one looks great too. It's got some soil in here, but that's okay. I think it's fine. It's interesting that all of the roots are starting down here with the exception of this one up here, but it doesn't look like any kind of damage to the rose. I'm not seeing any growths, so I think that this one's good. 3 more. Now this is interesting. I didn't order Darcy, so I'm going to need to call them. That means that I didn't get one of my roses. I'm going to need to look at these names here real quick. I really wish that they would clean off the soil so that we could get a good picture of what's going on in here. Okay, so let's look at the roots on this one. I think it's fine. They're open. So although not ideal, it is still, can you see it this way? It's kind of like a broom. I think it's fine. And then we'll look up here at, it has a broken little limb, but that's okay. I think everything here looks good too. I'm seeing the same kind of tape on it, so we're just gonna go ahead and wipe that off, but I'm sure it's fine. I think that this one looks fine. I'm not seeing any growths or problems. Okay, I think that this one looks good based on everything else that I've seen. So this one is the first one that has something different. And so if we look here at this growth, right there, it's bright yellow right there on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and send a picture of that over to David Austin. So what am I going to do with my roses that I have concerns about? I'm going to put them in a totally separate pot to soak until I hear back from David Austin, and I'm just not versed in seeing this. I've seen a lot of pictures of gall, and maybe that's just a new growth. So let's watch this one. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope this video was helpful and that you'll select that alert button so that you can be alerted as soon as we do our next unboxing, and I'll see you in the next one.